Have you ever wondered what it was like inside the mind of someone who lived over 1,000 years ago? Well, luckily for you, they already told you through their mythology. A great example of this would be Greek mythology, something I've personally been interested in throughout the majority of my life, so I'm very excited to talk to you all about it today. The Greeks believed that their gods represented different aspects of their world. They believed Zeus correlated to their society, Poseidon to their earth, and Hades to their afterlife. Zeus was known as the king of the gods, and so all the mortal kings believed that to be a good king, they would have to follow in his footsteps. Britannica describes Zeus as the protector of cities, the home, property, strangers, guests, and supplicants. A huge part of Greek culture and society back in ancient times was that of xenia, which meant hospitality. Inviting strangers into your home for food and a place to stay was pretty commonplace, and Zeus represented that. Zeus was known as a righteous and powerful king, and so that was the standard for kings back in ancient Greece. Zeus was also known, however, to have many flaws, such as being unfaithful to his wife. This allowed ancient Greeks to come to terms with the fact that kings were not perfect, and they had their own flaws. Though Zeus represented their society, Poseidon represented their earth. Though we mainly consider Poseidon to be the god of the ocean today, he was once considered much more than that. In the famous poem The Odyssey by Homer, Homer mentions the warrior Ajax insulting Poseidon in the Odyssey. Homer writes, "The god grasped his trident in both his massive hands and struck the Gyraean headland, hacked the rock in two, and the giant stump stood fast, but where Ajax perched at first, the raving madman, toppling into the sea, it plunged him down in the vast, seething depths." All that was trying to say was that Poseidon drowned a powerful warrior for simply insulting him once. This shows Poseidon's quick to anger tendencies. In the Odyssey itself, Poseidon is the main villain. He prevents Odysseus from returning home after war. Poseidon was also considered in ancient times with the nickname Earthshaker because they believed he caused earthquakes and volcanic eruptions whenever he was angry. This led the ancient Greeks to fear their earth and the natural world. They believed that it was their god being angry at them whenever anything bad happened. Though they believed the earth was against them, they felt differently about the afterlife. Hades was known as the god of the dead. Merriam-Webster, however, also defines Hades as the underground abode of the dead in Greek mythology. Hades, despite his tough exterior, is actually one of the most fair and just gods in all of Greek mythology. And because of this, they believed that Hades, the location, the underworld, would also be a fair and just place. People who lived good lives would be rewarded, and people who lived bad lives would be punished. As this speech comes to a close, I would like to stress a few of the most important details. Zeus represented the importance of society. He represented xenia, which was hospitality, and the fact that kings were powerful but not perfect. Poseidon represented how the natural world was sometimes against them, which led the people to be afraid of both him and the natural world. Hades represented how being just and fair led to the belief that the afterlife would be fair and just to the people as well. If nothing else, Greek mythology was lessons to be taught for the people in these ancient times. Thank you for listening.